Well, good morning. Today is February 3rd, 2022. On my way into the day job. Had after hours work for the day job and did not get home until 8:20ish. And so therefore, obviously with only an hour and a half to 2 hours of secondary work, I opted just to stay home and finish watching a Coyotes game with the family. And did manage on the way home to remote access via the phone, my desktop, and get a Word document and OneNote up and running. But there were some other things like Google Drive wanted to be configured, so I managed to do that on the way home, which kind of leads into what it is that I'd like to talk about today, and that's it. Right now it's like fighting depression, fighting boredom at work, the massive task that's in front of me, distractions, could be anything from anything visual like the news or Netflix or something that has to be watched, that takes me away from what I want to get done. So I'm trying to tap into iHeartRadio just to have some music in the background. But it really kind of leads into that we don't use our time efficiently. And if you can master that, if you can stay on task, if you can, give yourself 20% more time, 30, 40, 50% more time, your results will be massive. It's just learning how to focus and stay on task in order to get these things done. We're constantly bombarded with distractions throughout the day, from getting up and checking on a noise that we heard, or dealing with a child, or picking something up and moving it to another area, or projects around the house, things that just pull you away because you don't want to deal with the thing that's the priority. And if I could just master that and give myself a 20 to 40 to 60% increase in productivity, the finances would probably be produced that could pay for somebody to take care of a lot of that stuff. And sometimes I wish I didn't have a TV set. I wish that there weren't all of this easy access, to distractions. But it really comes down to the choices that we make. And right now I can tell you I'm making some bad choices. And I am making progress, but not at the rate of speed that I'd like to be making that progress at. Partly because right now we're in a format of laying everything out in a readable format. Then once the action items are actually created and we start taking action towards getting these things done, I think that the focus hopefully will change. Obviously, once you're involved in paper trading, and once you're involved in having the stock that you've purchased, what I would call a fish on the line, then you're more actively engaged and excited as things are moving in the direction that you're predicting that they will, and or looking to get out to minimize your risk. And so I know that things are going to change, but right now my gut feeling tells me that we're setting up habits as to whether or not we're going to be able to do this successfully. So it's imperative that we get a handle on this and really hone in and focus on what it is that we need to do. And so today is day one. Every day is day one, but today is day one, and we're going to try something different and see if we can become more productive. I did manage to get through all of the margin stuff and broke down the massive accounting section, and right now it's just kind of a mishmash, and these two sections, which are fundamentals and technicals. And those two sections are just going to take a massive amount of brain power and breaking these things down and trying to make them into some actionable steps. And that's kind of the key. So right now it's kind of like you have a blank canvas on as an artist, and you've got all these different sections, if you will, paint colors, and you're trying to create something that's coherent, something that is going to make sense, something that's going to be a beautiful picture in the end. And that's trying to take all that stuff and break it all down. I don't know if that's going to be a matter of printing up the stuff and cutting it, printing up the stuff and then cutting it up and laying it out into sections, or creating some type of worksheets, or using the dry erase board. I'm not quite sure yet, and I guess we'll find out more when we get to that section. But I just know that it's going to be a very tedious process, and so not really looking forward to that. And so since I'm not looking forward to that, then that's opens the door for finding other stuff that you enjoy doing. So the nice thing is that I'm doing all this, and because I'm doing all this, it means that it'll be a finished product for you, or something that you guys can grow later on, if you choose to. Whoever ends up with this document, whoever decides to take this and run with it. And so that's the benefit that you'll receive. And if you find these videos and eventually get to this point, but just know that whole process was brain draining, if you will. So, well, I'm going to end this. Before I end it, finances for the next 2 weeks may be kind of dismal for secondary source of income, and also found out that Tracy's wanting to go visit her daughter in March sometime. I don't have any plans, to go with them, so they may be just taking another trip without me like they usually do, while I'm just sitting here, creating the environment for them to go travel around the world. And right now, with Erin's birthday, my heart's telling me that I should just take the day off and focus on her. I'm, trying to figure out with Tracy what it is that we're doing, and she's not tipping her hand. She's not giving any type of a clue as to what she wants to do, because right now this weekend's her birthday, and next weekend's the Super Bowl. So her friends are out of town this weekend, so we're not going to be doing anything with any of Erin's friends for her birthday. And if we try and push it off to the next week, then that weekend is the Super Bowl. So I don't know how finances are going to be, so that's going to put a dent in our goal. So alright, I'm going to end this right now and say goodbye for today. Today's Thursday, it's payday, and we did an excellent job of gathering funds for our primary source of income. And so looking forward to getting that in so that I can shoot off some money to Brianna for her birthday, and try and still plan for Erin's birthday. So hope you guys have a great day. We shall talk to you again tomorrow, Friday. Love you all. Bye.